This video is for informative purposes about the system used by St. Thomas Elgin General Hospital, for the employees' awareness with information security and confidentiality, and for the employees to be familiarized with the organizations that St. Thomas is connected with in providing a safe and secure database for St. Thomas clients and employees themselves, especially those who are dealing with health information. It is important for the employees of St. Thomas Elgin General Hospital to be informed about their computer security, which protects the information given by their clients and encoded by their workers from theft and harm, and to notify and create security measures against unauthorized access before it even happens, while being accessible by authorized users and patients themselves anywhere they go as much as possible. This video is for the public's awareness and assurance as well that the information shared in the organization is secured, gaining the trust of the public and of the government as well, making this organization credible. This video is for educational purposes and experiential assignment assigned by Professor Sylvie McLean in INFO-6057 Health Systems Management. All research materials gathered for this video and opinions do not reflect the institution's opinion in the assignment. The organization's mission is to provide quality care to its population, care that would help people have the most value of their life despite their physical, mental, emotional, or social differences. And with that care includes healing of its population dealing with health struggles through high-quality treatments approved by the organizations of the country for uniformity in high standard level that people from all walks of life deserve. This organization also aims to connect with people, especially those undergoing treatments in their facility, and one way of connecting with people outside their vicinity is through their system, wherein the patients could have access to their system to check for updates regarding their health status and pending diagnostics, requesting for something that patients believe could help them with their health concerns, or communicate with their healthcare provider for awareness, making their differences not a hindrance for a quality life. The organization's vision is to provide an excellent healthcare for the community by collaborating with organizations specifically in the community that deals with healthcare systems, and this includes healthcare providers. And our mandate is to provide excellent healthcare to our community through accountability, innovation, and collaboration. Cybersecurity is the practice of securing computer or electronic systems, networks, servers, mobile devices, data, and programs from digital or malicious attack. The importance of the use of cybersecurity is it prevents cyber attack, mitigate risk, and avert data breaching. The potential threats are phishing attacks or the act of sending fraudulent emails, malware, or the design to disrupt programs or steal sensitive information, cyber attacks or the attack launched against computers to gain access to delicate information, authentication issues, and verifying the user identity, and careless handling of personal data collection. Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act, or PIPEDA, is an act of January 1, 2004, outlines healthcare facilities, clinics, and other facilities in collecting and use of personal information. Personal Health Information Protection Act of 2004, or the FIPA. This act set out rules that collects, used, and disclose personal health information to ensure privacy. Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Act, or FIPA, it allows individuals to request and access the personal health record. Quality of Care Information Protection Act of 2016, or the QCIPA, allows healthcare professionals to discuss of patient care about critical incidents and the improvement of quality healthcare. Consent is a voluntary agreement of a person to another person's proposal. There are basic principles to consider when obtaining consent for treatment. It should be both informed and voluntary. Patients must be made aware about the nature of the treatment, its risk, side effects, and expected outcomes. Alternatives and consequences if they refuse treatment should also be well explained to patients for them to have choices. Healthcare providers must take necessary steps in order to ensure that the patient fully understands the procedure in instances like language barriers and emotional problems. Second, consent must be voluntary and should not be obtained with coercion. Patients must not feel obliged or pressured to agree to any procedures just because of fear of being criticized and/or bullied. Patient information must be kept secured and restricted only to the people involved in the patient's circle of care. But there are circumstances when healthcare providers have the responsibility to release confidential information, such as when a person is in danger of harming himself or others, or in the presence of communicable disease. It must be reported to the local health public authority. Patient autonomy is highlighted in the use of consents. The patient have the right to decide on the kind of treatment they want to undergo, be it medical, surgical, or investigative. The major importance of consent is to indicate whether the patient fully understands and agree to procedures and treatments being discussed to them. Even when the forms are signed, if insufficient information was provided to patients with regards to the procedure and an injury happens, physicians may still be charged with medical malpractice. Language difficulties can be one of the problems in obtaining a consent. But here are some strategies on how we can improve cultural competency. Encouraging patients to bring in a relative or a friend. Consent forms translated into the patient's known language should be ready in advance. In translating documents, it should be ensured that the translated document has the same meaning as the original document. Use of medical interpreters. Interpreters should be available every visit to ensure that patients fully understand procedures and be able to ask questions. Use of short forms, which is commonly used in obtaining consent from a group where the majority of the participants are English speakers, but there are few who are non-English speakers. It can be used in the presence of an interpreter who is fluent with the participant's native language and is able to assist them. The interpreter must sign the short form together with the participant. Do's and don'ts in accessing, disclosing, and sharing personal health information. For the do's, we must only share PHI or the patient health information securely with files encrypted with passwords. We must follow best practices for passwords and login IDs. The right to access PHI data should only be given to selected users of the system. If the PHI is sent insecurely by mistake, destroy it immediately. Do not forward or reply to such emails. For the don'ts, do not send screenshots over email. Do not store real data on local machines. Never share your credentials with anyone. Do not share PHI over email or public servers or third-party tools. And failure to comply with the rules can result in civil and criminal penalties.